Top of the morning to ya. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's gonna be so dumb.
Hi, Internet. As you can tell by the lack of makeup and I don't know, the apocalypse is upon us in the form of COVID-19. Living in New York City means social distancing and doing your best, but it also means, in my case, apartment sitting for my bosses. So as you can tell, I'm not at my apartment. I am at my boss's apartment. So I work for two families full time in what's known as a nanny share. So I take care of two little kids who are very close in age. And then their parents pay me as if they only had one, as if they're siblings. So it's like one family. Anyways, both of those families have exited the city, and as of yesterday, one of them was planning on staying and decided to leave, but were nervous about leaving their apartment empty because it could be anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 months. And so that's where I come in. I am now staying in this apartment by myself for anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 months. So, So here's what I was thinking. Now's as good a time as any to bring back that age-old tradition of vlog every day. Of course, right now it's gonna be vlog every day in quarantine, or shelter in place, or it sounds better to say vlog every day in quarantine, so that's probably what I'm gonna go with. So get excited, you're gonna see a lot more of this face, probably with very little makeup on it, and doing dumb shit, because I'm gonna be alone. I plan on being very active on the internet and talking to all my friends and such, but I'm gonna be alone. So this is the first video, and obviously we're really off to a good start. I would like to let's lay some stuff out here. So I picked the absolute worst time to do the Whole30 diet because the end is upon us, and I'm not eating sugar or alcohol, in addition to not eating any other additives, also gluten and dairy, which I already don't have, but whatever. I'm trying to stick with it. I may not stick with it, which is disappointing, and I'll be very disappointed in myself, but also it requires me to go to the grocery store every 5 days or so, and that's a lot of irresponsibility. Not that I'm interacting with anyone else at this point. I'm officially a shut-in. Zija and Miriam helped me move my stuff over here. But now I'm just going to be here by myself. So, it's just, I should be careful. I also have asthma, so I have a higher risk of having complications with my lungs should I get COVID-19. But anyways, welcome to my new digs for the foreseeable future. When my bosses asked if I would stay, I was hesitant for a second, and then I was like, wait, there's a dishwasher, there's laundry in the building, and I can have all this space to film. So, yeah. All right, but here's the primary content of today's video. What to pack when you're gonna be gone for anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 months and can't go outside, AKA what to pack for the apocalypse. So, but not really, because for the apocalypse, I would be much more prudent. When I was leaving my house this morning, my apartment, I don't know, I'll show you here. This is all that I was bringing with me. So my roommates and I, my roommate Miriam and Zija, Miriam's back, and Miriam and Zija and I got in an Uber XL and brought all of that over here. And then my bosses have cats, but they took them with them because I'm allergic to cats. So they had already vacuumed and stuff because I was here nannying yesterday, but then I vacuumed again, and I kind of dusted and swept and mopped just to do my best for myself, because the last thing I need is to have an allergy attack and all of this. So I did that. And now I have all of this stuff here. And I feel like it's time to show you what I brought. This looks terrible. I'm usually able to cover it with makeup, but I'm not wearing makeup. And it's just I have this really bad dry patch of skin. I should probably use telemedicine and see if a doctor can prescribe me something for it. Oh, I forgot I have medicine being delivered here today. Anyways, so you want to see what I brought with me? So right now, this is the master bedroom, and I'm not actually staying in here because they have a king size bed, and I wanted to bring my own sheets, and I only have a queen, but this is my fun stuff suitcase, so we'll get into that in a minute. I'm gonna bring it into the living room, but I'm staying in the baby's room because there's a bed in here too, and it's also darker in here. I did already make my bed with all of my stuff on it. I brought my own duvet cover and everything, just again to like minimize the damage. So in this suitcase, it's primarily clothes. There's some face masks, some lip masks, some medicine, my makeup if I feel like getting fancy for myself. So this is like clothes, and there's some toiletries. And then over here, I'm fairly certain what's in here is, yes, it's all onesies. So I'm really ready for anything. I have a onesie for every occasion. There's another onesie over here. Y'all, we're in for a good time. Okay, so that's like fairly boring stuff. I don't think there's anything fun in there. So here's suitcase number 2. I'm gonna open it, but I just realized I can do something. Hold on. So, hey, let me see. Just like wait a hot second. Actually, I'm just gonna, hold on. I'm gonna make this viewing situation a little easier. Rather than showing you what's in it right away, I'm just gonna, real quick, one of the things that's in it is my tripod, so we'll make this a little bit more uniform. I don't know why you're doing that. So, like, what's in the suitcase, Jen? Also, there's more than just what's in this suitcase, but, oh, those are extra clothes that I threw in at the last minute, and that's, here's some lavender room spray to keep me calm. Focus on the room spray. To keep me calm. Just a little room fresher. Back to my face. We're getting there with learning how to focus this camera. So I brought my Nintendo Wii, and I'm seriously considering getting a Switch because both my roommates have Switches, and I've gotten addicted to playing Stardew Valley on theirs. But neither of them, I didn't bring it with me because it's theirs. So I brought some Wii games, and my Wii's floating around. Here's all the cables for my Wii. This is the bottom half of my ring light. This is the top half of my ring light. For everyone who complains about seeing it in my eyes, I'm sorry. This is what I have. If you want to buy me a better lighting situation, go for it. I like it just fine. Just, you know, casual, all my meds. To be fair, I only take a couple of these daily. A lot of these are like, I've got like my like panic attack anxiety med and like muscle relaxants in case my back starts spasming and like, don't judge me. That is different. I have some of these have ended up in this suitcase, so I have the second month's worth of vitamins. This is what I charge my watch and my phone on at night, so I brought that. Some of this isn't fun. I have my loofah, which I used this morning, so it's wet, so I put it in a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna go put it in the bathroom. But my loofah is a fucking rainbow unicorn because I don't know if you know this, but I'm only kind of an adult. So I'll go put this in the bathroom. Also, shout out to Morgan's, I don't know if he's her boyfriend or what, but Morgan's male friend, Tim, who saw these earrings at Michael's when he was at Michael's by himself because he's that kind of person. He's very cool. We like him. But he bought me these earrings. He said that I needed them. So, shout out to him. What's in here? Oh, there it is. Hold on. This is weird. I'm going to put on more deodorant because I smell. This is just more toiletries because apparently they all didn't fit. I brought my really, really fun makeup palette in case that's an idea I have at some point. I need to get my eyes checked, and now's the worst time to need to get my eyes checked. There's Vaseline, which is what I've been using for my nose, and it clearly hasn't been working. And like a full thing of body lotion. Alright, there's more bathroom stuff. I brought one of my favorite face masks with me. This stuff is all random content that I was considering using for videos. So it's just like my report cards and some shit I made as a kid. So get excited. And this is also something that I found at my parents' house when I was helping them clean that I think is funny. So this is just like a ball for like tension in your feet or your hands. I don't actually know how that got in there. I don't do yoga, but now's as good a time as any to take up yoga, and I did have yoga mats, so I brought a yoga mat. That'll leave out here. What's in this fun box that says my best friend's name on it? Well, my internet wife. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, because I'm a goddamn hippie. So I brought, some of this is me being a hippie, and some of this is practical stuff. So this is my microphone for my camera, which I'm now going to pause and plug in. So I'm sorry for the change in sound quality. It'll be fun to figure out what difference that makes later. Also in here are like my battery chargers and my spare battery, one of my spare batteries. My other spare batteries in my camera case. I'm gonna put those up there with that. And then of course, again, because I am this kind of person, I brought incense that I have not yet asked my bosses if I can light. I'm going to text them and ask them. But I brought them just in case. And then, of course, all of my crystals. Buy more crystals. Name that musical. For protection and for good feelings. And because why not believe in that kind of stuff? So, those are going to go here for now. My peridot almost fell. And a lighter, in case I couldn't find one here. So I do have to text them about that, which I will do momentarily. That's not all, guys. That's just one side. That's one side of the suitcase. What's in the other side, Jen? Well, that's where we get to some real fun stuff, okay? Oh, I forgot. Well, there's this that I printed out at home that I'm going to put somewhere. Is Quarantine 2020 when I finally watched Star Wars? I've never seen any Star Wars movies. Maybe I should do that. I just love her. I just love Carrie Fisher. Okay. So what did I bring? I brought a number of books that I haven't read that I want to read. A lot of nonfiction, a lot of fiction, a little bit of both, honestly. Again, 2 months or 2 weeks without being able to go outside, and I'm not going to want to stare at a screen all day. So, plus this one, at some point I'm going to have to do story time with you guys because this is great. So, books. Oh, these are the makeup brushes for the fun makeup palette. I brought this, so when I broke up with my girlfriend, my internet wife, best friend, producer on this very channel, Anna, created a custom-made Lesbian X tarot deck for me, and every single card is a different Lesbian X. And so I brought these so I can practice reading them. And one of the books that I brought with me, she gave me I never did tarot before. She gave me a basic guide, but then I found this when I was at a bookstore recently, and it helps read tarot decks with a queer slant. So I'm hopefully going to learn some of that. Who knows? I have a lot of expectations, and all I might do is be an idiot. But being an idiot is fun too. And then I think I've done both of these puzzles before, but with other people, so I'm going to do them by myself. I got some. And then I got this really, really intense no corners puzzle for Christmas 2 years ago that I've never attacked. And it's my favorite animal, so probably going to do that one first, maybe. Oh, I forgot, and this is a random little one that I have too. Maybe I'll do that one first and then work my way up. Who's to say? And then also, Miriam lent me her Lumberjanes comics that I have yet, or I don't know, are they comics or graphic novels? Someone tell me. But I've not yet read them, and I know I will like them. So I have these, and then this is a comic book that she also gave me that I haven't read. So that's a lot of the fun stuff. Oh, and then I brought, literally there's stuff everywhere. So then we have this, which is the Guitar Hero guitar for the Wii, so I can play Guitar Hero, and then my ukulele. So maybe I'll actually learn how to play it and not just dick around on it all the time. And then the Wii is in here. And then also for when I inevitably stop doing Whole30, or if I'm here longer than that, whiskey and vodka. Shall we move to the kitchen? Because there's some stuff in there too. Alright, so we're starting down here on the floor because it's easier. So, why do I look so whitewashed? Okay, whitewashed, I am white. So, like I said, I'm doing Whole30 right now, so a lot of the food that I have is in the fridge already. I put like all the stuff I meal prepped in the fridge, and it's like a lot of fruit and a lot of veggies, much less fruit. But should we become quarantined and I can't go to the store, or should I give up entirely because it's hard and I'm tired? I brought all of the stuff that I had been stockpiling over the past couple of weeks, because I would just go to the store every once in a while, and stuff that I hadn't eaten yet, so just some random Lucky Charms. There's a ton of pasta in here, chia seeds, multiple falafel mixes, which I learned today. My bosses also have this falafel mix, which makes me laugh. Gluten-free Bisquick. So one of the things about this potential quarantine for multiple days things is that I could end up alone on my birthday. So I don't have any yet. I'm thinking I'm going to go to Trader Joe's early tomorrow morning and just wait in line, but I don't have any birthday cake stuff yet, so I want to make sure I have that, so that if I'm here alone on my birthday, I make myself a cake. But I have like almond butter and pasta sauce and popcorn, and I do have frosting. I just don't have birthday cake. And all of this stuff right now I'm going to keep in these boxes because I can't eat any of it anyway, so, or in these bags. But there's a ton of, and then there's another bag. Oh, I should drink more water. Oh look, I forgot my razors came in the mail yesterday. Excellent timing. So you can have a lot of potatoes on Whole30, so like, talk about a St. Patrick's Day thumbnail. It's a potato. That's the way I celebrate, not with booze, which is sad. There's just some canned goods, some gluten-free flour, some shortening, you know, all that stuff that I could need. And if I need to make a cake from scratch, I think I have enough stuff that I could do it. So that's the kitchen. I'll show you what's in the fridge. So just like for funsies, most of this is stuff that was in here, but basically all of this is because of me. So I have like pre-made meatballs and chicken salad, and I've got all my veggies, and then this is them and this is me for whatever. So like, we're doing fine. I also went to a grocery store around here yesterday before I went home to get LaCroix, and it was so aggressively overpriced that I almost didn't get it. And no, you're saying irony. There's a Soda Stream right there, Jen. Unfortunately, the Soda Stream canisters are both out. So I bought myself LaCroix, and it was $20 for these two LaCroix, and I feel like I have been personally attacked by the fact that LaCroix was $20. I kind of want to cry about it. And then also I went to the liquor store and bought myself wine, even though I don't plan on drinking it until later. So, yeah. That's everything. So there we have it, friends. This is my temporary home. I'm not mad about it. It's a pretty nice place. I'm very lucky. I find that in this situation, I find that I have lucked out in a lot of ways. My bosses are still paying me. And I have a place to stay. I have a place to, if I were to get sick, be quarantined alone to not get anyone else sick. I live in the city, so I do have access to a number of grocery stores where I can walk there, not really, like, pretty much control who I come in contact with. Like, I know I am very lucky. And also, aside from the fact that I do think I have a higher chance of respiratory issues because I have asthma, I'm also a healthy young person. So let's talk real quick about why I still am choosing to be basically completely isolated with this social distancing situation. And it is because lots of people aren't healthy, and I want to be able to, like provide as safe of a space for them as I can. So by doing the bare minimum, by only going to the grocery store, and keeping my distance, and just, you know, staying where I am and making my own fun, that's what we're gonna do. So, with that in mind, if there's anything you just are dying to see me do inside an apartment by myself with no one's help but a tripod, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your plans are for the quarantine, or the shelter in place, if you have to do that, or if you're in a place where it's not really a thing. I don't really know where it isn't a thing, aside from probably like smaller towns and such, but we still kind of have to keep ourselves separate. Let me know. I'm not really gonna address why I stopped making videos for a while, aside from like I was sad / depressed, and like I had a lot going on. So, but now I have nothing going on. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right? I love you. Goodbye. There. We have all the St. Patrick's. I got this GD onesie for, I believe, $4 from a Target, because they couldn't find a tag or anything like it, and so they gave it to me for what? $4. Happy St. Patrick's Day.